Have you ever stopped and wondered why everything around you feels like a trap? Why it's so easy to scroll, but so hard to focus and sit down for 10 minutes? Why everything seems more expensive while you feel more broke? Why you feel busy but never fulfilled? It's not a coincidence. You are being programmed. And the worst part about it, most people won't realize until it's too late. Let's start with the obvious here. Your attention. Social media apps aren't free. You're paying with your focus. Apps like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels, they're dopamine slot machines. These apps are designed to hijack your brain. They know your triggers. They track what makes you pause, what makes you click, what makes you stay. And they feed it back to you endlessly. Why? Because your attention is profitable. Advertisers pay billions of dollars just to keep you locked in. And while you are distracted, the clock keeps ticking. You could have been learning a new skill. You could have been starting a new side hustle. You could have been building your body, your bank, and your brand. But instead, you are glued to content that you won't even remember in 20 minutes. And this is not your fault. This is made by design. But now that you are aware, you can't pretend like you don't see it. Let's talk about your money. You're not just distracted, you're being kept broke. Inflation's up, rent is insane, groceries cost more than they should, but wages stay low. And school left you with debt and no roadmap. They teach you how to memorize, not to monetize. You graduate, but no one teaches you how to build credit, invest, start a business, and escape the 9-to-5. And the moment you start making a little bit of money, they flood you with ads, trends, and pressure you to spend it all. Drip culture, fast fashion, bottle service. It's all a cycle to keep you looking rich while staying poor. Because if you are chasing an image of success, you'll never stop to actually build it. And here's the kicker. They don't just want you broke and distracted, they want you addicted. Whatever numbs you, whatever keeps you from thinking too hard about where your life is headed. There's business models behind every vice, and they are sold to you like self-care. But every time you escape, the real world gets harder to face. You're not relaxing. You're running from responsibilities, from discomfort, from growth. And the longer you run, the harder it gets to come back. Addiction doesn't always look like a rock bottom. Sometimes it looks like being stuck in the same place for years. Look, this isn't a conspiracy theory. It's capitalism in the rawest form. Distractions is profit. Weaknesses is profit. Addiction is profit. You don't need them. You can't be controlled. You can't be sold to. You can't be played. This is why the system keeps you tired, broke, overstimulated, insecure, and confused. Because a generation that wakes, that's dangerous. You can unplug, you can take back control, not all at once, but step by step. You start small. Cut your screen time in half. Start reading, start creating, start moving around. Audit your spending, build real skill, find real friends. And don't let every little pleasure come a crutch. You are in your 20s. You're not supposed to be perfect. You're supposed to be building brick by brick. Because one day you're gonna look back and realize every scroll, every dollar, every decision, it was either building your cage or building your freedom. So wake up before the system fully tucks you in. With this message, I'm just trying to push it out there for you guys so you guys can understand this world is strictly of just soul sucking, taking advantage of you and consuming everything you have. Because that's just the way it is. So I try to push this message out there for you guys so you guys can understand that if you're young, if you're in your 20s, if you just got out of high school, you have time to create something for yourself and push yourself out there and go 100% on anything that you want or desire to do. Too many times that I've seen myself, all the people that I've got to know across my time period, I tend to see a lot of people who are in their mid 50s, 60s, or even 40s, and I tell them stuff that I want to accomplish or stuff that I want to do, and they'll tell me this. They'll say, I wish I was your age again so I could start doing stuff like that. I wish I took my 20s and decided to build on myself instead of partying, instead of spending all my money when I shouldn't have. A lot of these people that I get to know, they're in their mid 50s, 60s, and they don't have nothing built up for them. They don't have a business that will have an income. They have to work 9-to-5s for the rest of their life. Some people don't even have pensions. People don't understand what it is to be fully free sometimes. And I'm trying to explain this to you guys that little by little, you can get to that point when you can be financially free or be financially secured in life. Because at the end of the day, you only live once, So you can't mess around with this, because the years go by. You know, I'm 23 myself, and I feel like I grew up in my whole childhood in a finger snap. Like, I don't feel all these years that I've consumed. It just feels like I woke up and then I'm already at this age. You know what I mean? Like, so you got to appreciate life for what it is, but you also got to build something for yourself and try to be great every day. Because if you don't, you're going to be stuck in this loop forever, and then you're going to be 50, 60, 70 in those age, struggling, trying to figure out what you did wrong, and then you'll regret everything you ever did. So if you are at the age of 18 to 20, or even any age in general, and you are starting to wake up, it is time for you to start building something for yourself, or it's time for you to try to do something for yourself. Because at the end of the day, no one is going to save you, and you only have yourself in this world. And I'm gonna leave it up with that message right there at the end for you guys. Thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers on YouTube. I know it might not seem like a lot. I know I don't have thousands or hundreds or millions, but I've been building this channel up since January, and the amount of love, the amount of respect that I've been getting from a lot of people, I really deeply appreciate that. And I'm gonna keep making these videos for you guys. I did just invest in new equipment for you guys, so you will be seeing me start doing videos outside, you know, with nature and stuff like that, just talking to you guys one-on-one. I feel like that would just kind of express myself a little bit better, instead of just looking at the camera in my room. But now that the weather's coming back and my allergies are starting to go away, I will be going outside. I will be doing more vlogs for you guys, so you get to see a day in my life sometimes. I know with my friends, I've talked to them a lot about, you know, doing vlogs. But when that time comes, you'll see videos of vlogs. You'll see music videos potentially from people that I film, because I do like doing films on the side. That's always what I grew up doing in the past 4 or 5 years, is cinematography, pictures. But you know, I took some time off and focused on creating craft for myself. So that's all I really got to say. I hope this message reaches out to somebody, and they fully understand that, you know, they have to grind this every day. They have to work hard every day. They have to push themselves to be great. And thank you guys for watching. If you made it far into the video, you know, comment something nice. You know, let me know how I can improve. And if you guys want to see anything else on this channel, just let me know, and I'll bring it out for you guys.